separate the Halloween content. Let me know if you guys have a preference at all. And then maybe for an audio here, I will do like spooky stories or something like that. So yeah, I love dressing up for Halloween, and I actually unfortunately have not been able to dress up for Halloween since 2020 was the last time that I did, and this year once again it's not probably going to happen for me, because I'm gonna be away that weekend. I have plans, so I just, I don't have like a Halloween party to go to, although I'm going to college. I'm going to Penn State, and I'm sure there will be some sort of Halloween themed parties and things going on, but I don't expect to be at frats. Well, I might stop by one because my friend, her son is in one, but so I love dressing up. But I think in 2021 I had a wedding that weekend. I don't remember what happened the other years, but I've just always had plans. I love going trick-or-treating also with Miles and Mason and Sierra, Sierra's kids and Marielle, and I've gone trick-or-treating with them on Halloween for the past few years, and that's always really cute. I did think about this year how my sister doesn't live near me and lives in Jersey now, or lives in Jersey and has her son now, and that it's more of a pain to get there for things like going trick-or-treating, right? Like things where we're just up there for an hour or two or whatever. And it made me sad, and I wish that they lived closer by. She tried to tell me she just doesn't understand, it's an hour and 40 minutes, which is fine. It's fine for a day trip, and it's better than going to Manhattan, and it's worth it to see my nephew, but that's not nothing. She tried to say it was a little longer than going to our aunt's house that we used to go to when we were little, and our aunt's house is literally 35 minutes away. I was like, Gina, it's literally triple the amount of time, so I don't know what you're talking about. She doesn't have a concept of time, because she hasn't been to that house since she was little, so she remembers it being this far crazy drive when it really wasn't even 40 minutes. I digress. So yeah, this year not dressing up, but I'd like to dress up again at some point. And I would also love to pass out candy in my neighborhood. We've not really done that yet. In our apartment, we were there. Nobody really came to our apartment because the way that it was kind of, I don't know, off the beaten path. Our house, though, I feel like we are in a good neighborhood for trick-or-treating, and but it had been slower, obviously. In 2020 there was no trick-or-treaters because it was peak COVID, which was sad. So you love seeing kids in their costumes and things. And 2021 it was the same thing. 2022 I think I didn't really notice or whatever, but last year, even when me and Tony were coming home from trick-or-treating with Sierra, there were still kids out, and we were oh man, it would be kind of fun to be around in our neighborhood, right? Just kind of sit on the porch, have a beer, watch the kids give out candy, whatever. So I don't know, we'll see. It's possible that we would do that, maybe invite friends over and do that or something, but TBD. So all that to say, let's take a look at some of the Halloween costumes that I have pictures of for the past few years and react to them. Okay, so this first one is, of course, I was Harry Potter or Hermione or whatever, Harry Potter character that I wanted to be. I forget how old I was in this photo, but I was young. I may have been 18. It might have been senior. No, I think this was junior year. I think I was 17, which it's so crazy to like look back at some of these like sexy costumes that I wore when I was a teenager. This is the youngest that I am that I'm showing, but I'm just like, oh my god, like what I wore when I was like 13, 14 years old. I can't even believe my mom let me out of the house like that, honestly. Like, it was basically like a stripper outfit. Like, literally, it was like stripper clothes. I don't even know what we were supposed to be. And my mom's not like that. Like, my mom is like more strict or whatever. I don't know, it's just insane. But I thought this outfit is really adorable. It honestly might still be at my mom's house. It's like possible. I know my sister wore it one year, but I think the little tie is like super cute. I like that I remember I got the glasses like separately. They didn't come with it. The little wand and my little gray Ugg boots that just I happen to have that, you know, those were like fake Ugg boots, though those weren't the real ones. I did have real pairs as well, but I forget why I had fake ones too, because, you know, they were all the rage. I'm so orange in this picture. This is definitely when I was doing like extreme self-tanning, and I would just constantly put it on, and I was so orange, and whatever bronzer I was wearing on my face is like crazy, and then my lips are just all like the same color. So adorable, very telling of the times, and I give it a 10 out of 10, honestly. Okay, this next one was not necessarily a Halloween costume, but the first time that I ever did like skull makeup on myself. And I remember I was working at Sephora at the time, as you can see, with my black shirt, and I'm wearing a brass knuckles, like a giant brass knuckle necklace that says like love in it, and I can't believe that I like actually had the audacity to wear that to work. It's kind of crazy. Although Sephora was very like an artsy place to work, and they encouraged you to do your makeup in different ways and whatever. I'm sure they still do, but this was the first time that I like ever really experimented with Halloween makeup, and I remember being really excited and proud of myself. And I did this like hot pink eyeshadow look as well, which I think was really cool with it. And I just think it's really cute to look back at how like excited I was to wear this look to work, because it's just like over time, after I worked there for so long, I like did not want to be there anymore. And part of that was like one of the managers that we had that was just like terrible with people. Like, she was just not a good manager, and she was like a bully. So like the culture totally shifted. But it's just cute that I'm like, oh, little like 19, 20-year-old me, you know, probably took like 2.5 hours, 3 hours to like get ready for work on this day. I should have done something different to my hair. I don't know why I just put my hair in a bun, but I used to like be more lazy about curling my hair when I was younger. I thought it took forever, and I would always like straighten it or put it up in a bun. But I don't even like my hair straight now unless I get it professionally blow dried, like at the salon after I get my hair cut. You really rarely find me wearing my hair short. But anyway, I thought this was really cute. I did recreate the skull makeup that I did a better job on. I'll show you in the next costume, but I thought this was really cute and fun, especially for my first attempt. Alright, so next, this was like makeup that I still to this day am really proud of and think it looked so cool, and it took forever. And I remember like straddling Tony like to be in his face to be able to like do his, and this took forever. It took hours, especially with like the blending and things. And I think I got this tutorial from someone on YouTube. That's what I did, and I think I killed it with the shading. I mean, you know, it's not 12 out of 10 or whatever as far as like professional perfect like Halloween makeup goes, like, because I just have a high standard for myself. But it's not easy. You sometimes can watch people do same. It's like harder to do. And it's messy and everything, so I thought I really killed it on this. I don't know why we chose to wear camo. I think we just didn't want to wear like skull outfits, and we just wanted to match. And he had like camo stuff, and I like wanted to wear something that was comfortable and warm. So I wanted this like onesie suit thing, because we didn't care about like the outfits. We just wanted to have the face makeup, like that was the main thing. So I guess we're like dead like zombie like soldiers or something like that. I don't really even know, but I thought this was a really good costume, and I would love to do another couples costume with Tony. There was one that I saw like years and years ago where it was like a hunter and a deer, and like the girl is the deer and like, you know, puts on antlers and whatever, and then the guy's the hunter. And I thought that would be cute for me and Tony because he is a hunter. But I'm like, I don't even know. It's like you just never know these days, and I feel like in 2024 like I'd be like canceled for being a dead deer or something. I don't even know. So but I haven't really done a couple's costume with him in forever, and eventually would like to do that again. Alright, so speaking of couples costumes, the next one was also a couples costume with Tony, and we were gangster clowns. And I remember Crispy, the YouTuber at the time that was so big, did this makeup tutorial, and I followed it, and it was, you know, a little easier and less ambitious than the skull makeup that I had done, you know, the previous year. But I remember I struggled a little bit with that, like having like what to do with it on Tony, because for me, like I put like the red lipstick with the black outline, and that like I think really completed it. Whereas he was like, I'm not wearing lipstick, like I'm not doing that. And so I was like, okay, yeah, like I was like, well, can it be black or whatever? But he wouldn't let me put anything on his lips, so I think that his looked a little creepy. Like, you know, unpurposefully creepy. But yeah, this was like a very comfortable outfit. I think I was like 22 here, or 23. I think this was 2016. So yeah, I thought this was a pretty good makeup job that I did. I liked the way I did on myself. Like I said, I didn't love the way I did it on Tony. I wasn't super proud of that, but outfits were easy, just with like the flannel shirts and the bandanas and stuff, and you know, comfortable. And this was cute. It was okay. I feel like, I don't know, I'm not like obsessed with it. I don't hate it, but I'll say it's like an 8 out of 10. Okay, I forgot another throwback. Me as a police officer with the twins who were Playboy bunnies. I mean, they were like, that's like just a perfect costume for them, honestly. This was college. I was not 21 yet here. I was probably like 19 or 20. And I remember I went to Westchester to visit Gabriella. That's where she went to college, and I forget who all was there. We didn't like go, it ended up being kind of an anticlimactic night. Like, I remember we were supposed to go to some party that we went to only for a little while or whatever. But I think the twins' costumes are 10 out of 10 and hilarious and adorable. Mine was just something that I had borrowed from Gabriella. I think she just had this extra cop costume laying around, and I just wore it. I forget if I had a hat or not. I don't think that I did. But I think this is cute. I mean, effort, you know, low, you know, but whatever. I was a hot, you know, police officer, college girl, so 7 out of 10. Okay, next one is a race car driver. So I have this picture of me and the twins. Me as a race car driver, Gabriella as Catwoman, and Jordana as a skeleton. I feel like she ended up wearing that skeleton costume like 10 million times. I really like the Catwoman one, although the headpiece I feel like could be better. You know how was so sad and depressed, and I was holding out on talking to him, because our pattern was that we would break up, and then I would end up texting him 1 week later and we'd get back together. Like, so whenever we'd break up, it was like I was trying to not speak to him and not be the first one to make contact. And I remember I posted a picture of myself on Instagram wearing this outfit or whatever, in my costume or something, Snapchat, whatever, and he liked it, and I was on cloud 9. I felt like I had all the power. Like, I was so happy. I remember like going out with all my girlfriends, and we went to Mad River, which, if anybody remembers Mad River, it's just like, if you're from the area, you'll know. If not, it's irrelevant, but it was just like a college like bar type of place that is no longer in business. And I was just on top of the world, which is actually so embarrassing and pathetic that a man could have so much power over my mood. And I look back and cringe. But I'm pretty sure he texted me the next day too, and I was like, oh my god, like, I've won, like, and I'm sure, and we immediately just got right back together. I am a hard ass now because of how lenient and Debbie Desperado I used to be, but I just remember I was feeling hot and feeling good in this Halloween costume. It's cute. I just had the best night that night, so I'm giving this one an 11 out of 10, because I just remember that I had like the night of my life, because I felt like I won and got Tony's attention, and he was missing me, and dealt his cards and showed his hand and stuff. So it was a good weekend overall. Okay, so I have 2 more. So the next one is, this was 2018. This was when Lily came to visit me, and we were SoundCloud rappers. So this is right, I guess if this was 2018, this is right when I first made a ASMR YouTube channel. I made it in June of 2018, I believe. And, or no, did I? Yes, June 2018. Yeah. So I was 25 in this photo. And this was the Lil Peep era, and I loved this costume. I had so much fun putting these temporary tattoos on and just like pretending that I was a tatted ass bitch. And like, I got like Lil Peep's tattoos and some of Post Malone's tattoos, and I would love to do this again. I would love to just tat myself up, because I think tattoos look so cool, and like, I'm so into them on other people, just not personally for myself. And it was just so fun to play around with having like face tats and shit. And I remember my shirt said Zaddy, like daddy, what would this say? And Tony's like, what's Zaddy? I was like, oh, it's just a brand. Like, I thought he like wouldn't like that my shirt said that. And then Lily was wearing she borrowed my pink furry coat, and she had like some chain on with a music note and stuff, and big hoop earrings, and I was really into this costume. So definitely a 10 out of 10. It was pretty comfortable too. I think my whole outfit was just like random shit from Fashion Nova. My pants just say New York, Atlanta, Chicago, Los Angeles. I remember we went out with I know this picture was taken at Gabriella's ex-boyfriend's apartment. I forget if he had a party or if we went out or what. Anyway, okay. And then finally, last but not least, honestly one of the best, because it's one of the most recent ones. This was when I was the devil and my girlfriend Janelle was an angel. And I remember I had seen some girl do a devil costume where she had red eyeshadow on made it so much better, because if I'm the devil, I need my counterpart. And I got this huge choker that said bitch, and you can see the TC, which I thought that was perfect for the costume. I probably spent like too much money on it. I don't know, it was between like 30 to 50 bucks. And obviously I could never and would never wear it again. But the dress, I think, was just Fashion Nova, and so were the boots and the coat. And I had a Halloween party this year, and I remember, like, I think it was COVID-y things going on, and it wasn't like a ton of people. I remember wishing that it was more. But yeah, I really, really loved this Halloween costume, and I forget if, oh yeah, Tony was like Danny Zuko this year. He just like slicked his hair and like wore a leather jacket and Converse or something like that. So yeah, definitely 10 out of 10 for this one too. So yeah, guys, those are some of my iconic Halloween costumes through the years. You're not gonna see any this year, but maybe next year I'll get back at it and have a Halloween party to go to or something. I could always like just, dress up for actual Halloween, but that's like not as fun. Kind of weird to like go and like be dressed up in a costume while I'm like taking my 5-year-old like and 3-year-old niece and